Well, let's get more on this now with Africa analyst Jon Offei-Ansah. He's the founder of Africa Briefing magazine, and he joins us now from London. Good to have you back with us, Jonathan. We have another ceasefire that's expired. Fighting has resumed. Explain to us, why has it been so hard for the two sides to actually agree to stick to a truce?
They can't stick to a truce because each side is very intransigent, and each side believes that it can defeat the other militarily. Okay, and so they are not willing. Well, if you look, it's taken Saturday's 24 hours truce was I think the fifth since the war broke out in mid-April. Well, all the previous, and that was the only curfew that was fully observed. The 24-hour curfew on Saturday was the only one fully observed. The rest were all broken, one after the other. And they believe, General Bohan and the Special Army believe that they can defeat General Dagado's rapid support forces, right? And conversely, General Dagado and the RSF also believe they can defeat General Bohan and the National Army. So that is the intransigence on both sides that is actually worsening or escalating the situation.
And Jonathan, tell us more about what's happening in Darfur, because we are hearing that fighting there has really intensified. Darfur, of course, in the early 2000s was a scene of horrific ethnic violence, but now we're seeing this violence return to that region, especially in West Darfur. What's happening there, and how is it related to this war between the army and the RSF?
Well, Darfur actually got out of the news cycle so a few years ago because of due to heavy international pressure and all that. And in fact, that is where General Dagalo, the commander of the Rapid Support Forces, achieved his notoriety when he led a militia group called the Janjaweed, which actually metamorphosed into the Rapid Support Forces. And I think the latest conflict has rather reignited, the crisis over there, some few years ago. So they've taken advantage of the lack of authority, of the lack of law and order, of the lack of everything, just to reignite, the fighting over there.
Okay, Jon Offei-Ansah, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks so much again for joining us on the program.